Welcome back to Snapper Rocks. The third round of the Quiksilver Pro is underway with Josh Kerr taking on Caio Ibelli. Caio already surfed the heat earlier today in the second round up against Jack Freestone, so already disposed of a local favourite this morning. Can he repeat that effort here in round 3 against Josh Kerr? But during the break we had this wave ridden, Ronnie Blakey with Ross Williams. Ross, take us through it.
Well, Josh, known for mixing up his moves, maybe more than anyone on tour. He's got so much variety and just caught a little rail there. May have set him off pace, and then he got squirrely on that floater. You could see Josh absolutely bummed as that wave peeled in front of him.
Stone, but it felt like in that second round heat, Ross, Caio was kind of clicking into gear. Had a couple of really nice turns. Bit of a bug the last couple of days. Apparently is back to 100% health and ready to take on this Brazilian rookie. Here's Caio's first effort. Nice swoop. Definitely seems to have found his groove. But just as I say that, through each of the rounds, even though that was his first heat win in this event, I thought he looked amazing in the first round, despite the fact he finished third.
Typical rookie mistakes. They surf like veterans.
Well, here we go. This is Josh Kerr now. A mistake on his first ride. He had a 3.83. Let's see if he can get rid of the errors on this one. Couple of decent moves to get started, just flowing down the line. Here's a bit of clean wall to dig into. Nice little cut back. Wall starting to dry up. And he's just looking to get down the line towards the ski now. 22.5 minutes to go.
1 to 2 moves will go a long way right now. Less of less of a point break and more like a beach break. It could go right into Josh's hands. And he loves serving up one big fat air on a wave.
A 9-year age difference between these two competitors. Josh Kerr, 31 years of age. Separating these two competitors just a couple of inches in height. Josh Kerr standing at about 5'8", and we've got Caio Ibelli up now, the 5'7" Brazilian CT rookie. Nice little layback jam there. Got a bit of release in the tail. And just sticking with this one. Just banking that it's going to do its thing down the line. Finds a bit more to work with, but takes a fall. Haven't really seen Caio just explode.
Mentally, it is tough to settle on one big move, whether it's an air or a layback snap. When you're on a point break, you feel like, okay, I have to reserve myself a little bit because it's a marathon. You know, this wave's going to produce a ton of sections all the way to Greenmount, so it's tough to kind of make a decision with one big move.
Well, here's Caio just there falling when he had the opportunity to maybe get to one of those oncoming sections. That's the other thing, the oncoming section, executing those kind of moves on this wave.
Yeah, I think it's, if there's such a thing, it's more of a light-footed air, like you're just kind of popping.
I don't know, snapper's not the best wave for airs unless it's kind of onshore. Like yesterday, Arvo was probably pretty good for airs, but normally when it's got the trade wind blowing, the southeaster, it's not the best wave for airs, and you just...
Those numbers to drop. Ross, we've got our first CT rookie into the 4th round, and it's going to be an amazing first 4th round heat. Felipe Toledo, Joel Parkinson and Connor Coffin, but here's the replay of Caio's wave.
Wow, big time move there from Caio, and that's that spark that we were waiting for him to unleash. So that was a tall wave, one of the bigger waves we've seen ridden so far, and Caio did not shy away from those sections. He really laid into it.
Love that just sort of downward release he got. But once again, solid first turn. Let's see if this thing links through to the inside. Josh Kerr has priority. And he's just going to watch Caio. Looking down the line, that local knowledge coming into play. Doesn't swing and paddle for the ride.
Technical late drop here. This is right next to the rocks. A lot of times you can get a good barrel out there, but watch the snap. Watch the spray.
Whoa.
He sent buckets out the back. Yeah, that was a really cool move. But as you mentioned, this wave totally fizzled right there. Sometimes you can get a little low road and it'll reconnect. That was massive.
Just over 9.5 minutes remaining in this heat. And Josh Kerr, again, looking super busy out here at the moment. Nice little cutback to get started, just bouncing off the foam. Now he's going to find a bit of wall, but just slightly mistimes that foam climb. And down he goes.
I was wondering why Josh let that wave go.
Sit where they're sitting right now, but Josh is looking at a good wave here, and let's see how it pans out for him.
Nice little cut back to get started. That was smooth, that transition. This thing is starting to stand up on the inside, but Josh, he's got to make sure he doesn't repeat those earlier errors. He's got some speed. He's going to take to the air here. Throws the air reverse. Covers a lot of ground, but just has a bit of trouble pulling that thing around. They gave it to Caio.
Oh, Caio.
But he was playing with fire, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Might see if Josh can turn this heat around.
So he's got some speed. Nice little floating re-entry there, but this wave is just going to fade away.
Yeah, Bede, what do you think? I mean, this is a scrappy heat. There's been a few mistakes, but are we okay for high tide?
I think, the tide's definitely starting to kill it now. As you can see, it's very... there's no smooth inside waves, really. They're really broken up. And that's what happened yesterday as well. When the tide comes in, it doesn't get that draw on the face.
5, and with just under a minute to go, he'll get the opportunity to chase down that 8-point ride. So here goes Caio now. He used priority on this. He wants to better a 4.5 to push further ahead of Kerr. This wave's not looking fantastic. He falls, so 40 seconds to go, and Josh might just get an opportunity here, but he needs to stick one of those big explosive, and this thing just steamrolls him. Can he get up? He's up. Now the hooter goes. He's behind the section, and he's going to struggle to get to the open face, and you can see the devastation. Josh Kerr isn't going to chase down that 8-point ride, and Caio Ibelli is going to sneak his way through another heat here at the Quiksilver Pro, another CT rookie moving on through the rounds. See what happens to Josh Kerr. We'll be interested to see how he performs down at Bells Beach in full health. We know he's been training hard, but it is